Hi, my name is Hockey. I'm 24. I like baking. I dislike seafood. I want to be a firefighter. I'm in love and I'm trans. Today I'm starting a journey. Not that kind of a journey, but a journey of my life. The journey of being trans. So what started me on the path of being trans, I think, was just knowing from a young age that I didn't feel comfortable in my body and I didn't feel like it was really balanced. And there was always some kind of disconnect I had with being pushed onto me to be female when I didn't identify necessarily as female in my inner parts. So I think that's been like the beginning part of my path, is realizing that there is other options and then that it is okay for me to identify in a way that's not heteronormative and that's not typical normally. I know that's really powerful words, but it's just not typical in the way of like what you see. So, and I grew up in Minnesota, so for me it was like unheard of to see someone that was trans. The only trans people that I ever saw when I was little were M to Fs. And it was more kind of a rarity in Minnesota, and it was not looked upon as an acceptable way of life. So, coming out here to California and realizing that in my life journey that like, this is my life, I can choose what I want it to be. It's been really empowering to decide to be openly trans and to move forward in my life in the positions and just saying I am trans. And that's just a part of me, and that's a big part, but there's a lot of other parts that make up me who I am. A lot of people ask me whether I identify as a man or not, and at the current position that I'm at, which today is September 27th, 2009, my brother's birthday, is that I don't identify as a male per se. I don't identify as a man. My gender is male, but there's such a big difference between gender and sex, and so many people mix the two up. Sex is your biological sex, so your parts, and gender is more like how you feel within yourself and how you want to express yourself on a physical traits, such as the way you dress or whether you wear feminine makeup or not, or masculine makeup. So yeah, I don't identify as a man, but I do identify as a male gendered person. I like to be neutral. I hate the word androgynous. It's not for me. So I don't identify as androgynous, but I identify as in a neutral position. Neutral pronouns. Definitely not on the feminine scale though. But whatever fits you, but this is just what fits me for right now, and it might change in the future, and I'm completely open to it changing. Either way, I anticipate it might. If it does change, it's going to shift towards the male side of the spectrum as opposed to the female side, because I've been on the female side before. It just doesn't fit, but so I'm kind of just open, but right now I'm just neutral, hanging out, being happy. So issues that I foresee as being a problem identifying as trans are really using public restrooms. I foresee that to be a problem down the line as the more and more I'm passing as a F to M trans person, and people being confused about which restrooms I should use, which already comes out a lot in public, and people give me looks, or they stop and stare, or they question me. So I foresee that being a really big issue, which hopefully will sort its way out. In other videos, I will talk about more of like my STPs that I have going on, and likes and dislikes, and hopes for more technology to come around because it's a pain. Other things that I foresee as being a problem is just identifying in the workplace as an openly trans person. But I'm not really concerned about that because I feel like any fire department or emergency medical department is going to be blessed to have me for my experiences and what I bring to the field. So I'm not really worried about whether it bothers them that I'm trans or not, because if it does, then I'm just not the right fit for their department, and that's really okay with me. Otherwise, I'm not really worried about passing as far as that goes. I hope I get top surgery soon, so I don't have more inner conflict with the more I pass, and yet physically having the struggles of having a chest that's not completely flat. But I think that again will work its way out, hopefully by next August, but we'll see. So, yeah.